What's going on, guys? We are back again with another video. It's been a long 3 weeks, but a lot has happened. Recently moved up to Daytona Beach and also got married, so been a hectic couple of weeks. But we are back, and today we are doing the top 5 reasons why I went with a Ford Ranger over any other size mid-size truck. So let's get right into it. Alright, before we get into it, just to make it clear, the Nissan Frontier wasn't on the market at the time of purchasing the Ford Ranger, so this was pretty much based on the other two, the Colorado and the Tacoma. Also, again, this is my opinion. People might have different opinions, but this is my personal opinion. Starting with number 1, the driver's seating position in the Ford Ranger, especially for somebody who, like me, is 6'4", very comfortable. Lots of headroom that I have, plenty of headroom above me. Again, I'm 6'4", and as far as driving capability and my legs and my knees, it's very comfortable compared to the other two. Going into number 2, why I picked this truck was fuel economy. Now, I know most people say, well, you're getting a truck, you shouldn't be worried about fuel economy, but especially now with gas prices, how crazy they've gotten, that would be something to consider. And it does really good on fuel economy. Even after I put the 33s on it and lifted it, I average around 18 city, 20-21 highway. So it does still pretty well for, you know, a truck being lifted on wheels compared to other people that I've talked to with other mid-sized once they put wheels and a lift on. So does better nice.
Very nice.
Going right into number 3, the reason I picked this truck is the stock off-road capability right out of the factory. One of the things that's great about this truck versus competitors is you can option out an electronic locking rear diff for really cheap, right around, I mean, I'm not sure if the prices have changed for 2022, but it was $495 when I optioned my truck. This is a 2021 for reference. So out of the box, really good capability off-road. I mean, for what this truck has, it has very minor off-road upgrades, and you can check out the rest of the channel, and there is a ton of off-roading that this thing has done, and it's been great. So another one, off-roading, fantastic in this truck. Now number 4, this is a truck after all, and I do truck things with it despite just off-roading. I do tow with it. So this has really good towing. It tows up to 7,500 pounds, which is awesome. One of our other hobbies is racing, so we do have a race car and a trailer that we tow it with, this truck, and with everything it weighs around 5,000 pounds, and this truck pulls it effortlessly. Sometimes you forget it's back there when it's pulling. Does a great job. The one thing I do recommend if you do plan to tow with it is, especially if you're towing bigger stuff, is getting an electronic trailer brake for this, so that way makes stopping a little easier. But overall, the towing on this is great. Last but not least, number 5, why I picked the Ford Ranger, is price point. I think the Ford Ranger is priced very well compared to its competitors. Again, excluding the Nissan Frontier, who recently just came on the market. We all know Toyota Tacomas are just ridiculously overpriced. Yes, they do hold their value, but I mean, you can get a Tacoma TRD Pro. It's a $50,000 for a midsize truck. It's a little ridiculous. Whereas this, I feel, is better price as far as, for example, mine is an XLT 4x4 with obviously the crew cab, and it's got an optioned rear locker. And back then I had a rebate, but without the rebate, you're looking at $38,000 for this truck, which is way more reasonable than spending crazy, you know, upwards of $45,000 to $50,000 for a midsize truck, which I think is a little ridiculous. So price for this, I feel like the Ranger is actually priced fairly well for what you're getting. Bonus, I'm going to throw in an honorable mention for why I picked this truck over the other ones, and that is the infotainment system on the Rangers, or Ford in general. I think they're infotainment system is far superior as far as responsiveness, just ease of use, and it's not dated. Personally, I actually, before getting this, I had looked at both the Tacoma and Colorado, and the Colorado's infotainment system the same year as this, 2021, was just terrible. It was super laggy, slow inputs. It just wouldn't want to do with it. And the Tacoma, yes, it was better, but I didn't feel like it was up to par, up to the Sync. This is a Sync 3.5, and I feel like it's a better system. So this is another bonus of why I think the Ranger is a little better in the respective departments. All right, guys, that wraps up the 5 reasons plus the bonus of why I picked the Ford Ranger over the other midsize trucks. Again, this is just my opinion, and this doesn't make the Colorado or the Tacoma any less inferior. I think they're both badass trucks, and there are some really cool builds for each one. So no hate to them, it's just why I picked it. So if you liked, please leave a like and subscribe for more Ranger and off-roading content, as now we are getting through of the paces of life, and we got some really interesting stuff coming up. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace!